Hello and welcome to an AMC documentary update from behind the wheel of my 1972 AMC Ambassador. Now, it's been a little while since our last video, and that's because we've been very busy finishing up our documentary, The Last Independent Automaker. That's our documentary series on the history of American Motors Corporation. Now, the two questions everyone asks me are, when is it going to be done and how can I watch it? So let's get to those. First, we're not producing just a single movie. If you've been following us, you know we are doing a series of 6 half-hour episodes, each one covering a different time period in American Motors history. Now, if everything works out according to plan, we are on track to debut the first episode on national public television in March of 2025. And then a new episode will be released each week going into April. So it's super exciting. We're less than a year out before the series is available for the world to see. It's also a little scary because we have a lot of work to do before then. Now, the second question, how can I watch? You heard me mention we're going to debut nationally on public TV stations around the country. That means individual stations will choose where and when to broadcast it. So as the old saying goes, check your local listings to find out when your local PBS station is going to be broadcasting the series. If you're old-fashioned like me, that means you can use an antenna and watch it on your television. But the good news is a lot of these stations are also part of the free PBS video streaming app, which you can download on your smart TV and watch the series there as well. But that's not the only way to watch. It will also be right here on our AutoMoments YouTube channel. So if you're the kind of person who likes to sit and watch your phone during lunch or when you're at work and should be working, you can watch our series there too. So to recap, it comes out in March of 2025 and you can watch on old-fashioned TV, you can watch on streaming, and on YouTube. And if you have any questions about when it's going to be on, how to watch, whatever, blah, 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 follow us on Facebook. We will not forget to tell you when it's going to be on. We don't want anybody to miss this. Now, with the logistics out of the way, I want to give you a taste of what you can expect when you tune in to watch The Last Independent Automaker. As I mentioned, I've spent the last 7.5 years of my life working on this project, and during that time, our team has interviewed over 40, probably close to 50 people, everyone from factory workers to designers, engineers, to former CEOs, secretaries, executives, marketing and sales, anything you can imagine. We tried to interview people to hear their stories and how they played a part in the bigger picture of American Motors. And we also did a ton of research. I sifted through documents from the EPA and the Department of Transportation and the stockholders reports and old newspaper articles and old car magazines and brochures and ads, all to paint a better picture of AMC, digging through the incredible treasure trove of stuff that my co-producer Pat Foster has accumulated over his 40 years that he's been studying American Motors. So huge thanks to Pat. Could not do it without him. A lot of these photos are things that nobody else has. You're only going to see here in our documentary. During that process, I have scanned over 2,000 photographs. Over 2,000 photographs. And on top of that, we don't just have still photos. We're not just doing the Ken Burns Civil War thing. We also have video. And so we spent hundreds of hours digitizing old videotapes. Formats that people haven't used in decades, Betamax and U-matic and EIAJ, which is a thing I'd never even heard of. It's this bizarre reel-to-reel format. Huge thanks to my friend Matt, who knows how these machines work and actually helped us digitize a lot of this stuff. He's the real MVP. He's the MVTP, the most valuable tape player. Sorry, Matt. We also traveled the country to find and film modern footage of classic AMC cars, including a Nash Rambler, Hudson Hornet, 57 Rambler, 65 Marlin, 68 Javelin and AMX, a Rebel machine, multiple Gremlins, including a Levi's edition, the Pacer, the Eagle, and more, all shot in gorgeous 4K ultra high definition. And a huge thanks to the owners, because these were beautiful examples of mostly stock condition AMCs. which means these cars looked very close to how they would have back in the day when they first hit the road. Now, after hearing all that, I'm sure some of you are so excited. You're saying, how am I going to wait till March? I don't want to wait till March. I want to watch the documentary as soon as possible. Well, I have good news for you. If you donate $50 or more to our crowdfunding campaign before the end of September, we will give you early access to the Last Independent Automaker 2 months before the rest of the world. You will get to see all 6 episodes starting in January instead of March. But the only way to do it is to donate $50 or more to our crowdfunding campaign before the end of September. So if you're an AMC fanatic and you want to help us preserve AMC history, your funding will go to stuff like helping to pay for footage and photographs and music rights, and help pay for graphic designers and animators to do cool graphs like this one. There's a lot of work left to do, and we need your help to do it. And as a special thanks, we're letting you see the documentary early. Now, if you can't donate that much, that's fine. $5, $10, $20, even little amounts still make a big difference. And if you can't donate anything at all, that's okay too. You can help us by liking us on Facebook, subscribing to AutoMoments on YouTube, and sharing this video with your friends. So with that, I can't thank you enough for all your support and encouragement for the Last Independent Automaker, and I can't wait to share it with you. So be sure to get those donations in before the end of September, and as always, thank you very much for watching.